Hello YouTubers, I'm Hazel Hallis back with my 4th edition of my sports entertainment vlog. Sorry I've missed like the last 3 weeks because of busy Sunday schedules, and I've been sick again, and unfortunately this thing gets squished out. But I'm back with you here, and I'm going to jump right into it with my NFL predictions. Honestly, I have no predictions. I kind of just lied. Because how, with the unpredictability of the NFL right now, can you predict who is going to reach the Super Bowl, who's going to win it all? You want to say, oh, the team with the best record. But you look and you see that the Kansas City Chiefs have the best record. And you look at their record last year at 2-14. And yes, they've been playing amazing. I give them all the credit in the world. Their defense is unstoppable. But when you look at their 2-14 season, you have a hard time believing that they're the team that's going to go all the way. Yes, I could compare them to my Red Sox, who were the worst team in the league yet last year, and went back this Wednesday and won the World Series. Yes. Anyways, so you have a hard time believing that the Chiefs are going to be the one team that's going to take it all the way. And so then you look at the most talented team that you think, oh, it's probably the Denver Broncos of Peyton Manning. Well, being a biased fan and not biased fan, I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why the Broncos are not going to make it, are not going to win the Super Bowl, and aren't going to even make it to the Super Bowl. One of them, I'm just going to go straight stats. Peyton Manning in big games in the playoffs in general, is only a sub-average 9-11. That is very bad when you look at the amount of times he's gone to playoffs and the fact he only has 1 Super Bowl win. Moving on from stats, but into team output, this team is a very good 7-1. But when you look at the details of how the Colts exploited the Broncos defense and actually beat the Broncos at being their only loss, you look really at the rhythm of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is a very streaky and confident quarterback. And if you compare him to Tom Brady, a lot of people do, in the way that Tom Brady is fast, in the way he calls plays and gets his players to the line, but Peyton Manning is slower, but he's smoother. And the fact that if he completes one completion, it'll be another, to another, to another. And even if he misses one, he'll probably just make the next. And he's a very streaky quarterback. And especially with the targets he has right now, it's nearly impossible to start him once he's gotten 2 or 3 completions in a drive. You're lucky if you hold him to a field goal. With that being said, what the Colts did was they got him out of the rhythm. One great way to do that is by forcing turnovers. And yes, they only forced 1 interception by him, but they kept him out of his rhythm by limiting the time he was on his field. As you could see if you look back, the Colts actually had 3 more minutes in time of possession than the Broncos did. This disrupting of rhythm caused Peyton Manning to be less confident, and the Colts were actually able to pull off the game. I think a few teams in the league, like my Patriots, not trying to be biased here, legit, I think the Patriots are a good team at forcing turnovers and getting quarterbacks out of their rhythm. Yes, they may not be a solid defensive team altogether, but when it comes down to logistics and just stopping somebody in their tracks, I think the Patriots are a good team. And then, of course, you have to look at the Chiefs, who have probably one of the most dominant defenses in the league right now, who have just turned the ball, gotten the ball back to their offense on a rapid pace, and that's the way they've been winning games. Also, teams like the Bears and the Panthers. There are plenty of teams that can exploit this weakness in the Broncos' chemistry, but the problem is that it's so hard to exploit, so hard to take advantage of, because of the targets that Peyton Manning has, and because, dare I say it, Peyton Manning is an amazing quarterback. I really, because I'm a Patriots fan, I dislike Peyton Manning, but I have to say, Peyton Manning is a great quarterback, and taking advantage of this, especially with the targets he has, is super hard, and that's the whole reason, or most of the reason, that they're 7-1 right now. But once you get to the playoffs, like I said, you're going to face tougher teams that are going to take advantage of this, and that's why the Patriots nor the Broncos will be making it into the, that's why the Broncos won't make it into the Super Bowl, and I don't think the Patriots will make it either, just because of how weak their offense seems right now in the amount of receivers that are ready for the NFL level. And the fact that they've lost, like, what, 5 of their best defenders, they've had really bad luck in their injury category. And I don't see them making it far there in the playoffs either. Moving on to my last topic. It's not as sport-like, it's related to sports, but I kind of want to call out the NCAA for how much money on revenue the NCAA makes, and how much they're giving back, or they're paying the people that are working for them, that for the reason that they're getting all this money from merchandise and from ticket sales. I'm not recommending. I'm one of those people that says I don't think the players should be paid, because once those players get into the professional level, they are paid back more than enough for the 4 years or shorter or longer that they make in college. But what I am saying is that the NCAA needs to find a way to give back to the community and to colleges so that they don't look so much like a fraud, because they are making so much money, arguably more than NFL and NBA and the professional leagues, because they don't have to pay their players, and because they can charge so much for tickets, and because there's so many teams, because, well, there's a lot of colleges. I think one solution I found, but there's not many because it's really hard to decide what's fair for everybody. One solution would be giving back more money to colleges for scholarships. I think two benefits of this. One, it could give scholarships to people in other areas, not just sports. People who are looking for teaching and for science. For people who can't afford to go to that college because they don't have enough money, but people that are talented enough and are great in their division or wherever they work, that they should receive money because they're going to bring something new to the world or to their area of work. Also, I think it should be given to athletes that are looking to get into college, because a lot of athletes, I'm sure, that are amazing and talented just don't have enough money, can't afford the college they want to go to, and so aren't found by professional teams, aren't found by colleges. And so what else are they going to do with their life? They're going to waste this talent, probably go on some semi-pro team and never make it anywhere. You want to get this world of sports, you want to give opportunities to everybody to play. And I know they do give scholarships, but very limited, and to players who are only very good. And as you've seen in the past, some players may not seem good at the moment, but they'll get better and better, and once they get to pro level, i.e. Tom Brady, yeah, getting drafted in 6th round, they're going to be amazing, amazing Hall of Famers. And I'm not trying to make some like inspirational speech or anything about this, about what I think, but it's just my opinion that the NCAA needs to make a move and start giving back to the community that gets them all this money, which starts first with the colleges and then with the athletes. Again, not recommending paying the athletes, but giving back to the people who want to become NFL, NBA, pro players, you understand. Thank you guys for watching my videos. It really means a lot to me. I'm sorry I missed the last couple weeks. It's hard in high school when you procrastinate a lot and that homework just ends up on the Sunday night, and unfortunately these videos get squeezed out. But crossing my fingers, I hope I'll have another video for you next week. Thank you guys for watching. Comment with an opinion or something you want me to talk about, and I'll sure to read the comments. I read all of them, all like 3 or 4, how many there are. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and yeah, stay cool.